person to run. Tonight we got one person very important to run this meeting. She is our former president, and she is division area director as well. Please, everyone, welcome DTM Chinda Raj to be Toastmaster today.
Thank you so much, President Toastmaster Young. And today I have a privilege and feel very happy to perform as a Toastmaster of the day, so that I can practice being a master of ceremony in other events. And this is how we practice in Toastmaster meeting. And as a Toastmaster of the day or master of ceremony, I would like to advise you or inform you all what we have in the meeting. We have 3 sessions altogether. The first session is table topic session, which everybody knows in the meetings know that it is an impromptu speech. And then the second session is the speaking program, where members prepare their speech projects in advance and present here in the meeting in according to the pathway manual. And third is a very important reflections or feedback from the evaluation team. You can obtain those feedback, get it for your improvement in your next meeting, next speeches. And all the 3 programs or sessions has been explained in the meeting. Everybody, are you ready for the first session? Yeah, if you're not, I am ready to go for the first session. It's the table topic session. And it's not me who do all the work or the laws along in this meeting. We help each other, and the next person who will perform as a table topic master is our President, Toastmaster Young. Everybody, please welcome Toastmaster Young, our table topic master.
Yay! We are now in the place that you will never be ready for your answer. You will get the question without any preparation. This session is about impromptu answer. I will give the question and you will answer. And you got time for 2 minutes. 1 minute has passed, you will see the green sign. And 1.5 minutes has passed, you will see the yellow sign. And 2 minutes, you will see the red sign. And today I want something different. So normally I will give the question to everybody, but tonight I will give only one question to anyone. And after that person answer the question, he will got the power to ask another question to someone else. Wow. So my first question is, what is special for you for Mother Day? What the Mother Day is special for you? I would like to give this power to CTM Chokchai, and after he answers, he can ask someone else. Please, everyone, welcome CTM Chokchai for this question.
Ladies and gentlemen, come to Mother Day. Of course, many years I buy a cake and go to eat with my mother. Sometimes we bring our mother to the outside to is in the restaurant, but for 2 years already, we don't bring our mother to go to the restaurant because it's in the pandemic. This year, I will celebrate Mother Day with my mother and with my family, my brother, my nephew. They will come. We will eat together at home. We will play game. Every year, young nephew will write some cards, Mother Day cards. And today, this year, I will launch Mother Day cards too. And I hope that my mother will be happy. In Toastmaster, I try to speak a speed about my mother. And of course, I think everyone have mother and have memory. The sweet memory when we was young, our mother give us the happiness. The happiness that we cannot share is in words because we feel, we accept this is the unconditional love of mother, not just only human, although mother of animal. Sometimes in Java Lodge, I have seen that the mother cat try to find the food, bring to its youngster. Although they are homeless cats, they still love their children because mother love is so great, and this is the greatest love that's bring us become adults today. Okay, now I have the chance to answer the question. The next question is, what is the most difficult question in table topic that you have answered? What is the most difficult question table topic that you have answered? Of course, this question I will ask the person who have long experience in Toastmaster. Please welcome CTM Trevor.
Yay! Well, the most difficult. I don't find table topic questions difficult at all. I like challenging ones. And I guess one recently was pink. That's it. That's the table topic. Pink. So I had to think pink. Okay, so away I went. And I guess I really enjoyed it. But what I concentrated on was the emotive effect of pink. And most people think that pink is for girls and blue is for boys. Not me. I remembered reading something some time ago. Matter of fact, not reading it, I think I saw it on YouTube. And there was a prison or two in America that they'd painted pink on the inside. Okay, pink prison. Think about it, all P's, isn't it? A pink prison. And they noted in this pink prison that the prisoners were much, more well behaved. Very surprising, isn't it, that you can paint a prison pink and all of a sudden the prisoners are better off, more respectful towards each other and calmer. And I was surprised at that too. I didn't think a colour change in a prison would make that much difference, especially pink. I mean, we're talking about big, tough, tattooed criminals. And here you go and paint a prison pink and it makes a difference. Very strange, isn't it, ladies and gentlemen? Well, this is reality. It does happen like that. We could go into the psychology of it, but not today. We're out of time. Wow, I've got a question then. And I know it sounds a bit tough on Mother's Day, but has Mother's Day turned commercial? I mean, so many people out there are just making money off Mother's Day. So has it turned just too commercial? Wow, who's going to answer that? I think DT. Oh, Paul wants it. Good on you. Away you go, Paul. Thanks.
Commercialization of emotions. If you look at all of the holidays and all of the things that you're supposed to buy for people, at least every month there's something now. Traditionally, for me, I grew up as a Jehovah's Witness, and we didn't celebrate any holidays as a way to stay apart from the world. It was cultish. However, when it comes down to it, it's that holidays are meant for human connection, to focus on the people that you love and care for them a little bit more than you do on other days, while still adhering to every other day should be pretty damn good because you love them. So has Mother's Day become commercialized? Yes, completely. It's that people give with expectations and vice versa. And that has been used to get people to spend all kinds of money on what is supposed to bring happiness, recognition, or respect. I think that people should really focus on appreciating those people with the little things, because that's really what matters most. Thank you very much for the topic. Okay, all right. I know I'm supposed to. Oh, okay, sorry. Okay, all right. Okay, the table topic question. I have to choose the person, and I will go ahead and choose Chindarat. Okay, Kun Chindarat. I would love to hear this experience. The question is going to be, what is a great memory you had with your mother?
Thank you. My great memories I had with my mother was when I was young. I always click with her, staying with her at all time. And she was so kind. She loved me so much. And what I remember is that at night, after the goldsmith shop of my father closed at 5 o'clock, then we had free time watching TV. And we watch TV from 6 o'clock p.m. up to midnight. Imagine. And normally we lay down on the small bed side by side together and watching TV, and we also chit chat here and there, gossip about the series, a Thai series on TV, on show. And that is a very great memory because I stay every single minute with my mother, especially at night, because in the daytime, my dad and my mom had to do business. And I went to school, came back from school. Those is my leisure time, staying with my mom. And why I didn't talk much about my dad, because my dad also went out for his leisure time as well. So I have good time, leisure time, happy time with my mother. And I also think of her, even though she has gone to heaven. Yes, thank you so much. Back to you. And my question to DTM support. Wow. In fact, I follow your Facebook about your mother. My question is, what will you do for your mother on this coming Mother Day? Easy.
Kun Jindarat, I think you know that I put a lot of activities to my mother. But this year, for Chinese people, you may know that it's a special Mother's Day because it falls on the same day with the Chinese celebration. So I would not do much thing else because we have to focus on the celebration of all other ancestors in our family. I cannot take her outside because we have a special Chinese celebration on that day. But you know that I bought garland, I bought something that my mothers want to eat very often or quite often. But as I mentioned that we cannot go outside this year because of other activities. So I will ask her, what kind of food would you prefer? And I don't mind how much it will cost. I will buy it special to her room only on that day. And then I will say that if it was not because of you, I cannot come to work on this place because most of my family members don't want me to work for the government. It's only her. And now because I follow her desire, her advice, that's why I can work in this position. So this year, some special food for her in her room only, except the Chinese celebration. Back to you, Kun Jindarat. Thank you so much.
You've
That
you've
is
got to give
my-
a table. You've got to give a table topic to DTM Chulak. Okay.
Yes, we can have one more question.
Only to DTM Chulak.
Yep.
The last one, last but not least.
Last one, Kun Chulak, because you are Chinese also. And then I would like to ask you, what lesson did you get from your mothers from the past up until today? What is the most important lesson? Kun Chulak, thank you.
The most important lesson for me to my mother is gratitude, because she got sick, very sick in Chulalongkorn University, Chulalongkorn Hospital, and then she got operation one after the other. It's very severe, and then I make my wish that if she recover, I shall join the monkhood during my school holiday, and then I shall take vegetarian. And surprise, the good wish for her is like a magic, and she recover and stay with us until very old day. So I went to school with a box of lunch I took vegetarian 5 years continuously, every meal. And that's the lesson that is a gift to me. So every success in life, I think, is maybe because of that good deed that I did to my mother. And then I got reward from the above. So I never have any trouble in work, in spending time, and in joining Toastmasters with you people. So all the good things coming to my life. So the lesson he gave me is the gratitude. And then it's a very good chance for me to show to my sons and daughters. So everyone also gratitude towards me. So they just follow. Return to you.
Thank you
Thank
very
you
much,
so much.
everyone. Thank you for sharing your answer and your experience and your story. Now my session is completed. Please give a big round of applause to yourself club. Now I would like to return the control to our Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you, Table Topic Master Toastmaster Young, and your session was very exciting. And you know, with your new theme on new style, the respondents have to ask the following questions to the following member. I didn't prepare for the question, but it taught me to think fast so that what comes to you, you can think fast and do not run away or walk away. Just do it. Thank you so much. The lesson learned that I got from you. Thank you so much. And before we go to the other things, that is the joke telling session. We got 3 minutes for joke teller. We got allowed for 2 joke tellers. Anybody volunteer to be a joke teller? Oh, yeah. Come, Toastmaster Trevor. I saw you wave your hand.
Yes, I like husband and wife jokes are my favorite. Here goes. Yesterday, my husband thought he saw a cockroach in the kitchen. And he was so alarmed that he sprayed everything and he cleaned everything down. Fantastic. And now I've got a clean kitchen. Today, I'm putting the cockroach in the bathroom.
Okay. Cockroach go everywhere. Yes. Distinguished Toastmaster Chulak.
Yeah. Once upon a time, the door of the heaven, the locker got problem. So the head of the health asked people to fix for the door. There are 3 nationalities. One is European, one is Indian, and another one is Thai. So for the European, they say, I shall fix it for $2,000. Okay. Then the chief of the health asked the second one. So the Indian said, oh, for me, I shall charge $5,000. Then asking the Thai said $10,000. And then he explained, the chief of the health department asked, why so expensive? He said, yes, I shall hire the Indian $3,000 to fix, and then I shall keep 3,000 to myself as profit, and the rest I shall give it to the chief of the health department for tip. So the Thai is very, very smart. They can use the money for everyone.
So the chief government will choose the Thai for sure.
10,000 baht. Good for
Yeah. Because he has the business with the Thai, he got business back from the Thai suppliers. So
everyone benefit.
yeah. And yes, then we shall go for, so anyone who would like to do another joke telling. I saw Jem Pichai.
Okay, just a man who is driving very fast on the highway, and because of the car which is very fast, the speed is very fast, a highway policeman saw it and then just chased after him. He drove even faster and faster. The policeman followed him. In the end, the man had to pull over and stop the car. The policeman went over there and asked him, if you give me a very good excuse that you have so-and-so excuse, I will forgive you because today is a Christmas day, you can just go. He said, you know something, last year my wife went with the highway policeman. So when you drove very fast to follow me, I thought you want to return my wife, so I drove very fast.
Okay, a good joke. Thank you so much, distinguished Toastmaster Pichai. And we have all three joke tellers. Then we should have 5 minutes break. Is okay? Okay, we take 5 minutes break, and we can also have social chatting, talking to each other for the moment, from this moment.
For the evaluator, all of them are panel, right? All three.
Yeah, I would like to ask as well, because when I see the meeting agenda, there is no name for the personal evaluator of competent Toastmaster Chokchai.
Yes. I think can someone be PE1 and PE3? Maybe PE2 can be Trevor.
In fact, competent Toastmaster Trevor, your impromptu speech need personal evaluator. Do you need personal evaluator? If not,
Doesn't need a personal evaluator. I'm evaluating Toastmaster Paul already. I'm sorry, Mr. Chokchai.
Yeah, and then can I request this Toastmaster Pichai to be the personal evaluator to competent Toastmaster Chokchai?
Is this a unclassified speech or a project?
It's a project of pathway motivational strategies.
Okay.
Level
this is,
3 predicted storytelling.
or storytelling.
Yep.
Mhm.
So I will use my common sense for the project.
Mm.
Competent Toastmaster Chachai, do you have your evaluation form?
Yes, I try to send to Toastmaster Pichai.
Okay. During the time, so we can just,
Have the break. Okay.
yeah. You time already, right? 5 minutes. Okay.
I have to leave. So I would like to pay respect to DTM พี่ชายอาจารย์พี่ชายครับสวัสดีครับ
Okay. Have a nice day.
Have a nice
ผ
day.
มต้องขอไปแล้วครับ ขอบคุณครับ
โชคดีครับ
Mhm. Just now I saw one guest came in. His name is Lee, but he locked off already. And one was Robert from the start of the meeting, and he also locked off. It's okay.
I think maybe we should hire a pretty girl like in the bar, sit just somewhere here, and people can stay longer. Just kidding.
Hmm.
Santi, Toastmaster support you not run away in that case.
You're correct.
Let's break 5 minutes, right?
Yes. So how many minutes already? Let me go for.
I think another 2 minutes left. Another 2 minutes left.
Oh.
Hello, สวัสดีครับ DTM พี่ชาย what are you doing now, sir? Are you teaching something? Are you teaching in the school or in the?
No, I'm not teaching anymore. I'm just a retiree, and yes, I did just only. I'm doing only one session for a student in the Chulalongkorn University by Zoom, and I do not charge anything. Simply just teach, and it will be finished by the end of this month. Because I say, well, I can do only 3 months, well, maybe once a week, so that will be altogether 12 times in the whole session. So we'll be finished by the end of this. This is more like devotion or more like contribution to the public. I do not charge anything for that. If I can do it, just do it. That's all. And she's a student in the Chulalongkorn University in the 4th year.
That class is English class or Thai
Yeah,
class?
English, purely
Oh.
English, just teaching English.
Oh.
I'm going to form something like a public speaking session. I don't know whether I can do it. Might be inviting some of the Toastmasters to be in the session. This will be done or carry out maybe in the Polo Club, because I'm always organizing seminar in the Polo Club. And just only last week, I organized a seminar on the topic Alzheimer disease. Alzheimer disease, and there were altogether 104 participants in the meeting, so quite a number. That was quite a success, and the doctor is from Bamrungrad Hospital. Not bad. It's quite educational. So I'm thinking about it, see whether we can have a session like that by organizing a group of people from Toastmaster to do the something like workshop for half a day or 1 day.
Yes, I think nice. And let us know. Maybe we can do something with you. Thank you very much.
I will just, but I just have got to see whether it's break any regulation of the club or not, because when you come, when the workshop starts, I always give a contribution or return. You know, we pay for that. So everybody will get paid in the session anyway.
Yes, I heard that DTM Pinsa also offered a speech, right?
Yeah, in the seminar, I invited him to come up and talk, and I gave her 1,000 baht for the speech of 5 minutes.
And then she also donate back to the Polo Club again.
No. She kept the that was a voucher from Central Department Store.
Mm-hmm.
So last time she also gave a speech. I gave her 1,000 baht. That was simply just a matter of publicity, not a competition.
Yeah.
She's not bad. She gave a motivating speech.
Yeah.
She's a member of the Polo Club and also RBSC too, Royal Bangkok Sport Club.
And now I think it's time now. It's finished. Yes.
Yes. Time is up. Paul. Time is up. Hello. Yeah. Come back. Yes. Just do some exercise. You just sitting on your seat working whole day. Then let's relax during this Toastmasters session. And also,
You must be making a fortune there then.
yeah, okay. Now we shall get to the session of prepared speech or the speaking program. And tonight we have 3 speakers all together. Let's go right to the first speaker. Let me announce, yes, the first speaker, our competent Toastmaster Chokchai. He is a long time member of Lam Thong Toastmaster Club, and he had quitted 20 years ago and came back, reinstated his membership back to Lam Thong Toastmaster Club. That was a very great coming back to Lam Thong. And I noticed that he always delivered speech. I think he is rushing to be a distinguished Toastmaster. Yep. And now, today, he is delivering his pathway, motivational strategies, level 3, project 3, storytelling. And his title is Mother of Mine. His personal evaluator, Distinguished Toastmaster Pichai, will read the objective.
Only you do the meeting. Okay. Okay. This is a project which is about storytelling. It might be his own creation, or it might be from his own experience, or it might be for something which is about motivation, and it is a storytelling pattern. So he'll be telling a story which is motivating to all audience. So audience here, when you listen to the story, if you feel motivated, that is a success. Thank you.
Yes. Thank you, personal evaluator, Distinguished Toastmaster Pichai. And the speakers, competent Toastmaster Chokchai, you have your time allowed is 5 to 7 minutes. The timer 5 green, 6 yellow, 7 red, and 30 seconds for your wrap up. Are you ready, competent Toastmaster Chokchai?
Ready.
Mother of mine. Mother of mine. Competent Toastmaster Chokchai.
Mother of mine, you give to me all I have to do as I please. I owe everything I have to you, Mother, sweet Mother of mine. Ladies and gentlemen, my mother come from poor family, daughter of both rolling man. 80 years ago, some Chinese, poor Chinese come to Thailand. At that time, Chao Phraya River has no bridge. At the location, like at the location of Put Bridge now, there was the port, one port in Bangkok and one port in Thonburi. Then the taxi boat or boat lower rolling will row the boat across the Chao Phraya River. The person who take the boat will give the fee. The fee is less than 1 baht. Wow, it's very cheap. And my grandfather worked as a boat rolling for many years. He sleep at the boat at the port, and he kept some money. He can have own house, and my mother family stay in the own house. That is suffering time. My mother, when she was young, she began to sell vegetarian in the market. She is fighter. She tried to create new strategy to sell the food. And in World War II, she was just only 10 years plus a little. She go to the camp of Japanese soldier and sell food. Oh, my mother can speak some Japanese food, and my mother can speak some Chinese food. She is wonderful woman. Then she married with my father, a person who sells street food that we call bolo teng. If you know, it is a Chinese sweet bolo teng. And my father and my mother working hard until they can settle down in Kong Thom area and have a shop. Oh, my mother have 5 children. Some children give them happiness, and some children may make him disappointment. She still be a good mother. She still love everyone. She give the chance to everyone. She try to support her children to grow up and have the bright future. When I was young, I was the youngest son. One day, my father and my mother bring me to Pattaya, and we stay in the new hotel. I was very excited. I run around and I run to the third floor. My mother tried to run, follow me. And when I opened the door at the at the at one side, but they don't have the fence, and they it's, it was dangerous because when you open the door, you can falling down to the ground floor. Outside the door have nothing. And I nearly falling down. My mother catching me up. My mother catch my hand. We nearly falling down together. But my mother try to hold me. She don't release her hand and until she can bring me up to the third floor. She was very helpful to me. If that day I falling down from the third floor to the ground floor, maybe today I can not deliver speed. And when she was 70-year-old, she have cancer. Her situation become worse and worse. She have to take operation. She have to inject chemo. And when she left after the effect of chemo, some of our relatives try to come to her and ask for money to her. She still help people. She still control himself. She don't give up. She want to be stay alive because she want to stay with our family, and she want to make the people in our family become better and better. So now she is 90-year-old. I try not to have conflict with her. I try to follow her idea, and I hope that she will be with us for a long, long time. Ladies and gentlemen, father retired at 60, but mother never retired. She worked for her husband. She worked for her children. She looked after her grandchildren. She looked after everyone. Everyone can retire, but mother never retire. Mother will be mother for all her life. Toastmaster of the day, please.
Wow, such an inspiration of mother of yours. Agreed. Mother has no retirement date or day. She works for all of us. I agree. Thank you so much. And I know you more from your story. And I love your story. In fact, really love to listen to you. Great. Let's get to the second speaker, Toastmaster Paul, for his Pathway Manual Leadership Level 5 Project 2, Managing an Event. And Toastmaster Paul is the members with Lam Talk Toastmaster Cup, nearly coming a year already since last August or last September I'm married. But nearly a year already. And he followed this pathway with what we call very fast speed. Level 5 Project 2. You are finishing your first pathway manual. His title is Correct Round 1 and 2. And his personal evaluator, competent Toastmaster Trevor, will you please read the project objective? Thank you.
Well, I hope I've got the right objectives. When I was looking it up, I could only find manage successful events. So I hope that's the same thing. The purpose of this project is for the member to practice planning, organising, leading and implementing an event. So that's the project. The purpose of this speech is for the member to share his or her experience planning, organizing, leading, and implementing an event. Back to you, Toastmaster.
Yes. Thank you, personally valued competent Toastmaster Trevor. Yeah, the objectives states very clear, and wow, I learned from our speaker, Toastmaster Paul. Correct, round 1 and 2. Correct, round 1 and 2. Toastmaster Paul.
Good evening, all. I thank you for the opportunity to speak before you today. We speak and listen together to find clarity. Sometimes it's represented in a goal, an event. To start, a joke. How do you help a Thai monk, a German, a Kenyan, a North Korean / South Korean, and an American complete a project? I don't know. But I think it's like bringing elements of a water system together. A monk who operates in Bangkok also owns 40 rai in Korat. His dream is to build a center for calming, relaxing activities for all. Shade for meditation, log-shaped cabins for the nights, and common areas to enjoy nature, and Thailand's quintessential Sabai vibe. In Bangkok, this monk started a school with 10 students at Wat Bak Bor. It grew to over 1,000, and he continued building his dreams. A German public speaker, a Toastmaster, wants to find out what happiness means and what creates satisfaction at work. A Kenyan wants to understand the stories from history's past to insights leading into the future. Me, some guy, and another American with a similar dream. How does one bring them together to try to create something good? From writing a line in a notebook to this.
อยากจะมองเห็นท้องฟ้ามีสีสันมากมายในยามที่ฝนพรางพรายและมีแสงรำไรนั่งมองเวลาผ่านไปแสนนานฉันทรมานกับการรอคอยแล้ววันหนึ่งก็คิดว่าฉันควรพอไม่รอไม่ฝันต่อไปวันนั้นเป็นวันที่ฉันเข้าใจและเห็นความจริงถ้าเราไม่รอเวลาก็คงไม่นานดังสายรุ้งยา
So in English here, the message is a call to action. We live in a time where a return to how humanity collaborated is better. It was a time around a campfire, a time when people focused on beautiful surroundings and good things and good people. In the beauty of Thailand, for my sons, students for the temple schools, and anyone really, you're welcome to join. Thank you very much.
Wow. Thank you so much. I already went to Korea with you from the clip you show us, and it is very attractive, and I would love to join the trip with you to Korea. I love to. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Paul. Let's go to the next speaker. The last but not least, competent Toastmaster Trevor. And we would like to present his impromptu speech. Can you advise us what is your title? You have 5 to 7 minutes. Competent Toastmaster Trevor.
No, you have to advise me. What is my title?
Oh, really?
Hmm.
In the meeting, who would like to raise the speech title, impromptu speech title? Oh, our president, Toastmaster Young. Go ahead.
The title is Discipline and Consistency.
Yeah.
Discipline and consistency. Yes.
Competent Toastmaster Trevor, discipline and consistency. Toastmaster, competent Toastmaster Trevor, 5 to 7 minutes.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Wow, it goes right back to my mother, and we are talking about Mother's Day. It goes right back to my mother getting out the ironing cord. Now, maybe a lot of you don't know what an ironing cord is, but it's a piece of electrical cord that connects the iron to the wall. That's an ironing cord. And when you get hit on the back of the legs or on the backside with an ironing cord, it hurts. Oh, it hurts. We were more afraid of my mother hitting us with the ironing cord than we were of my father hitting me with a piece of pine. The pine was okay. I loved getting hit with a piece of flat pine. That was a nothing. But getting hit with the ironing cord, oh, my mother instilled fear in the hearts of her 3 sons. Well, I can promise you, the young daughter, when we also had a daughter, a younger sister, I don't remember her ever getting hit at all, period. But I guess at one stage of life, we were 3 sons and we were just over the top. I mean, we just did too many dangerous things in our lives. And I can remember we were living in Townsville at the time. And unfortunately, what happened was that my father took us 3 boys to the exhibition, which is a show in a big open field. And we saw the Canadian hell drivers driving their vehicles up and over ramps and jumping over ramps in cars, real cars. And we saw all the tricks that the Canadian hell drivers were doing. And they even shot a car out of a cannon while another car drove underneath that car being shot out of a cannon. This made an impression on us three boys, us three brothers. We were pretty close. And so we were doing all sorts of stunts. And we got out, not bicycles, but tricycles, and we ran them up ramps and jumped over and crashed and banged. And we hurt ourselves, but hey, that's part of it. And then we had jumping competitions to see who could jump off the garage roof. In other words, a garage is a place where you park the car, but we jumped off the roof onto the ground. And the idea is to jump and fall so you don't get hurt. And then we built cubby houses up trees and fell out of them onto the ground. We were hurt a lot. There's a lot of things, a few trips to the hospital. But that ironing cord, ow, we remember that. Now that was discipline. And the interesting part about it, if you did something quite wrong and you were caught by my mother, yes, it was consistent. You knew what was going to happen. No option. It wasn't an option. No, Mum, no, nothing. You knew. So in my parenting later, I only ever physically hit my children when they were doing something dangerous. I mean dangerous. And I remember I hit one of the children one time because they let go of my hand and ran in the middle of the road and didn't look. I said, you're never going to do that again. Whack, they got it. Mostly with my children, it's time out in the bedroom. You go into your bedroom and don't come out until you've changed your attitude or apologize for whatever you did, etc., etc. Now, I see a lot of parents consistently threatening their children, but never carrying it out. You know what I mean? They threaten them. I'm going to do this to you, or I'm going to do that to you. I'm going to whack you really hard if you don't do this. But they don't carry it out. I mean, they only threaten. And children grow up to understand, okay, my parents talk a lot, they threaten a lot, but they don't mean what they say, so who cares? I can go and do it again, can't I? Well, ladies and gentlemen, not with me. If I threatened my children in any way, it was something that I was going to carry out. They had security in the knowledge that I didn't threaten without action. You understand? Very secure for children. In other words, I'm not threatening them loosely. It's serious stuff. If I threaten them, I'm going to carry out whatever I threatened if they continue doing whatever they're not supposed to. And to me, that is good security for them, because I'm not mouthing out and carrying on and yelling and screaming all day. I don't even yell and scream at my children half the time. If I threaten them, I threaten them quietly. Okay? And if you do that again, you're going to be locked in your room for the rest of the day, or whatever it happens to be. And I carry it out. If you do that again, your iPad will disappear for 1 week or 1 month even. I can remember one of my daughters, if you don't go to bed earlier at school, I'm going to chop your internet. Guess what? She was up late on the internet. I walked downstairs, found the main cable, cut it. She didn't have the internet again for 6 months. Try that. So I love it. I love discipline in a sense, Doesn't have to be violent. But hey, how about some consistency? If you apply or talk about the discipline, act. Keep it consistent, keep it within reason, and act properly. Do it if you threaten it with your children. And funnily enough, they grow up to really appreciate what has happened in their life. Back to you, Toastmaster of the Day.
Wow, thank you, Competent Toastmaster Trevor. You taught me how you took care of your daughter, your children. Whack, do something and follow up with what they have been punished. Don't just leave it, scolding them and back on them, and just leave it and let them think, am I right? Am I wrong? Is a good dad and good discipline and consistent with the action that you have taken with your children. Thank you so much. In fact, when I listened to your stories, your speech, I also thought back of my childhood memory with my dad, discipline and consistency as well. But it's so heavy, very difficult. I don't want to talk more about that. However, I learned from you. Thank you so much. Yes. Wow. All the three speakers completed for their speeches. Everybody, please give them a big round of applause. Wow. We learned a lot from all the three speakers. And we shall go to the next session without further delay. The meeting evaluation. And this session, I would say that it is it is very important for all speakers here in the meeting to receive feedback for their improvements. And there is the leader for this meeting evaluation, which is called the general evaluator. And this is no other than our distinguished Toastmaster Chulak, the senior and experienced Toastmaster of Lamtong Toastmaster Club. Everybody, please welcome General Evaluator, distinguished Toastmaster Chulak.
Madam Toastmaster of the Days and friends, for this part of the program, me and my team will try our best to give you evaluation. And then whatever good things that you have done, keep it. Whatever needs improvement, then you can learn from my team. So I would like to start from the beginning. The first person of my team is the timekeeper. Timekeeper, I have today Toastmaster Yong. Please report the time.
Yes, thank you very much. Welcome to the timekeeper world. And now I would like to report how much time that you took on each session. The first session is table topic session. The first respondent, CTM Shokshai, he took 2 minutes and 10 seconds. Second one, CTM Trevor, he took 2 minutes and 13 seconds. Next one, Toastmaster Paul, he took 1 minute and 30 seconds. Next one, DTM Shinarat, she took 2 minutes and 10 seconds. And last one, DTM Support, he took 2 minutes and 10 seconds. And last one, DTM Chulak, sorry, he took 2 minutes and 5 seconds. Next session is speech session. The first speaker, CTM Chokchai, he took 7 minutes and 10 seconds. Second speaker, Toastmaster Paul, he took 5 minutes and 45 seconds. And last one, CTM Trevor, he took 7 minutes and 30 seconds. Back to you, General Evaluator.
Thank you very much. Thank you for your very concise time report. I believe that our team will have a tough job because what I have listened in our program, I feel is a pity. If we have more people, they will learn a lot from today's meeting. Agree? Yeah. Okay. So, beginning with the Toastmaster of the day with the president her opening remark mentioned about the Mother's Day, which is very good for today. And then she gave us the very good beginning. And then come to the table topic. I shall run for table topic first so that we have time to prepare for evaluation. Okay. I have a lot of fun in listening to the table topic, something different. Toastmaster Young, you work very lightly. You think only one question and you gave all the homework to us. And believe it or not, it's become very, very interesting. Everybody did superb job impromptu. Okay. Toastmaster Chokchai spent 2 minutes and 10 seconds talking about the love with his mother, how to spend good time, value time, giving happiness to the mother. And he spent 2 minutes and 10 seconds. I like all your answer. So for the second, Trevor, what is the most difficult answer that you like? After listening to you, we knew that nothing is difficult for you. So you like all the challenge. Anything come, then you will just like it. And then you spend 2 minutes and 13 seconds giving a very good answer about the most difficult answer that for you, everything is easy. No difficult question for you. So the third one, Toastmaster Paul. Mother's Day turn commercialized. You think everything is good? Actually, it's good because my son's restaurant, my daughter's restaurant on Mother's Day, the sale went double in America. And I think all the stores, they got a lot of good business because people bring their mother to entertain. Okay. And for Paul, you gave a very good answer, but you spent only 1 minute and 30 seconds. Surprisingly, you should speak a little more. Then come to Chindarat. Okay. Great memory with your mother. Okay. You talk about the happiness with your mothers, how to cross the grocery. After the closure of the grocery, after the time, then you spend with your mothers. And you enjoy telling your happiness for us for 2 minutes and 10 seconds. We enjoy very much. Then for the fifth one, Toastmaster support is not here now. Because of his mother, he can become a politician because whatever he loves his mother will let him do. Okay, so for the last one, okay, talk about the mother, how mother gave him the lesson to be a nice guy. And he spent 2 minutes and 5 seconds asking to Toastmaster Chulak. Okay, so I gave you full mark for everyone, even with the 1 minute and 30 seconds, but very qualified, very good questions. So this kind of program, if we have more people, I think we can draw a lot of new members in. I hope that in future we shall have more people to join us. Okay, so now we come to the prepared speech. For joke telling, all the 3 jokes were very good and qualified jokes. Counting from the laughter of all the audience. So I gave you full mark. Then come to the prepared speech. For the first speaker, CTM Chok Chai, I have the helping hand of Toastmaster Pichai. DTM Pichai, please evaluate Chok Chai.
Thank you, General Evaluator. And also I'd like to say, well, thank you for CTM Chok Chai for giving us the speech this evening. I believe it is quite touching and impressive among all the audience who have listened to your speech. I hope that you are working very hard. You will be on the way of becoming a DTM very soon. Again, I remind you that if you want to be a Toastmaster, you have to be a DTM. If you are not a DTM, don't be a Toastmaster. Mark my words, from today onwards, be a DTM. If you are not a DTM, don't be a Toastmaster. So work hard for that, because DTM is graduation. If there is no graduation, why being a Toastmaster? Now, your speech concern, the opening is by singing. I think your singing is a good idea, but you need a lot of practice with your singing. Make sure that your singing is a present one. If it is not a present one, don't do it, because if you do it, it will be damaging your opening. So make sure you can practice well with your singing and acceptable in a way that it is pleasant and nice. So this is just only for you, that if you have a good opening, the singing must be good. Your body concern, I mean, your body of the speech concern, it is also quite interesting too, that you have got a very strong power of memory. You can reflect the past experience, also the situation that happened that did by your mother. You were so impressed and that you told us all about it. What is good about it is the whole story is vivid and clear, and we can see the picture very well about what your mother did for you. And that is very important for storytelling. If the storytelling is clear and well understood, that is a success. So you have done well with that. Along the way of telling us a story, it just reminded me that if you can just improve a bit with your pronunciation or brush up with your grammar, past tense or present tense, you have got to make sure which one you want to use. The past situation, you use past tense is okay. You want to use present also, it is acceptable. But make sure there won't be past and present mixed together in one story like that. The word, it has got to be pronounced mother, not mother, or father, father, mother. You know, that has got to be well pronounced. But I think this is more like Thai pronunciation now, that we take it as acceptable. But in fact, mother and father, those are the right pronunciation. Your conclusion is very, very impressive. I love your conclusion. It's very strong. Among all your conclusion is the best. You emphasize that your mother looked after your father. Good. You even said that your mother looked after the children. That is also good. You also said that look after the grandchildren. That is excellent. And you even emphasize that there is no retirement for your mother. And who else you want to love? You have got to love your mother more than anyone else in the world. And this is something you need to put in the conclusion too, that you love your mother more than anyone else in the world because she doesn't have any retirement. And not only that, I like to emphasize again that if you have got to tell us what you are going to do on the day, on the Mother Day. That is something I like to listen to. You have been talking a lot about your mother, but you haven't told us what you are going to do on your Mother Day. Thanks a lot.
Thank you very much, distinguished Toastmaster Pichai. I think, Chok Chai, you're very lucky. If you need improvement, just follow Toastmaster Pichai's advice. I agree with him. Now it's time for you to concentrate on the past tense or the present tense. 90% of you use present tense. So because the speech going so fine, so well, so it's time for you to develop to use the right tense and try to improve your English too. So I think all the people who listen to you will like it. And to rehearse, I closed my eye, I saw people rolling boat. I saw people selling things, selling food, trying to look after children, so on and so forth. Your story is telling, you could tell all, but just improve a little bit what Toastmaster Pichai advised you. I think you will improve a great deal. Congratulations. Thank you, Toastmaster Pichai, for your good advice. So for the second one, Toastmaster Paul, I have the helping hand of Toastmaster Trevor, please.
Thank you, Mr. General Evaluator, ladies and gentlemen. Well, you've got to admit, the speech was a little bit different tonight. It was definitely audience catching. So when people do a little bit different things like that, you do tend to remember the speech in a sense. So it worked in that sense. Toastmaster Paul opened with, I thank you for the opportunity, etc., etc., and then a very interesting voice we speak and blah, blah, to find clarity together or whatever, something like that. I'm not sure what it was, but you get the idea. And then all of a sudden, a joke. That's a bit jarring, isn't it? After speaking like that, we had a joke, but it wasn't really a joke. So, okay, contrast. It could be attracting an audience. It might not. It might put some people off. We don't know. So I don't know whether that should be in the speech because of the nature of the way the speech was delivered. We still could have put what we said was not a joke in it. How does, as a question instead of a joke, maybe I would advise. And we are talking about a center for relaxation. We're talking about meditation, nature, sabai life for Thais. So I guess we're going on. And then there was an interesting part where a monk, it came alive again. There was a monk and a German once and a Kenyan once and an American once. So yeah, I like that little bit of repetition. The way we go through the different nationalities, that definitely added interest. And of course, it's also an example of who this project is helping. Because, hey, if you start a project helping people, we want to know who, and we want to know what sort of help they're getting. So I think that's the idea of the project itself, in a sense. How does one create, he's asking a question again, drags the audience in, from writing a line in a notebook? And he said that very slowly, not as quickly as I did. And then shock horror, we had a video. Now, the video came in. I don't think there was no, there was no dictation, or what do you call it, monologue in the video itself. There was no monologue. So I'm not sure that the video matched precisely with the delivery of the speech, in the sense that it was just a little bit too happy and too excited. You know, yahoo, I'm here. This is my playground and I'm dancing around, you know, smiling and taking photos. I just think that with the way the speech was delivered, it needed to be toned down a little bit in the video itself to actually match the way the speech was delivered, and time around the campfire. And finally, we got the message in the end, you're welcome to join. I tell you what, that was close to me to be a meditative talk. You know how you listen to talks and you go into a meditative state? It's the way that was the way the speech was delivered. And I rather like it. I mean, I like that style. But we've got to have everything in sequence and matching that same style if you're going to present that style. I love it. I mean, it's a unique style in a sense, yeah. So you just got to have everything just matching, slow speaking, long pauses, light conversational tone and simplicity. And just give me another half a second. I think the question for me that wasn't really answered enough was, how much was the speaker involved actually in the project? It wasn't clear enough as to how much the speaker was involved totally in the project. But hey, another fantastic speech, I should say. I really enjoyed it. It was so different. I will remember it. And it works. Back to you, General Evaluator.
Thank you very much.
If I may say one thing, there's inภาษา Thai they say put mag, and then it's not good to like show too much. And so like the involvement part is like a okay.
Yeah, thank you very much. You are also, Paul, you are also very lucky to listen to a sincere evaluation of travel. Many times your initiative, your way of creating things differently from the other, that it was excellent. I love, and everybody love to hear from you, but something that not concerned, don't take it. Like, why you laugh when you're talking something very impressive? You're talking about a joke. Cut that part out, like Travers mentioned. Then go on with your speech. What impressed me most this evening was within 7 minutes, you could be able to bring a short clip and give us a very good impression. Like in future, if you are going to sell a short speech to the member, to the audience, to become members, I think you will be very, very successful. We never got someone with that experience. So please come and help us. In future, we shall bring a lot of people come in. This evening was very, very impressive, and follow Trevor's advice. Anything not concerned with the speech, take it out. Make what you have the best. Okay. I think you will be one of the best speakers for us. Then come to the Superman, who can come with any topic. You can give him all the topic. And then at the sudden, he could make a very good speech. You like his speech this evening? Yeah, okay. I would like, actually, the this part is not in the project. Okay, it is it pinch it or just at the side sudden, just like table topic, giving him the topic and then he just come out with a speech. So I would like few of us to share what you impressed with Trevor's speech this evening, unprepared. Okay, Paul.
I took notes. I took notes. All right. So, like we had a lot of English notes on our speakers today. And I just had a few things that we pick out from the native here, just to be specific. It's going to be where we talk about how Trevor was able to use all of these different skills and keep it within reason and adding his points in a sense. But hey, how about these are things that naturalize the way that you speak, it's going to be where we have every balance of correction as well as what to copy and like kind of flow with, right? And that's going to be what's like Trevor's really good at, and later I'll share the screen with how it's connected to some other skills.
Thank you. Somebody else who would like to give some more comment? Okay, Yong, please.
Yes, thank you very much. It has to be mine because I am the one who give him the title, because I feel that I maybe make him a hard time because discipline and consistency. Yeah, I thought about that. But overall, I try to catch him how to produce the good speech with this title. And I try to learn how to do a better speech. So today I learned everything from him as well. Thank you very much. Back to you, General Edward.
Thank you very much. So I think I agree with all. This is a man that we can learn. You give him whatever topic, he will come out. What was good in him because he's native speaker. But a native speaker cannot make a sudden speech like this. It's different. And he gave us all the good impression, right? This evening, give him a big round of applause. Yeah, thank you very much. Then we have the R counter competing Toastmaster Chok Chai. R counter, please.
General Orator, ladies and gentlemen, and other unnecessary words is something that make our speech become boring and less value. So when you nearly to utter try to pause a little bit and not utter your speech will be smoother. Tonight, everyone has done a good job because everyone is experienced speaker. So my report is quite short. General Writer DTM Chulak 1R. Table Topic Master TM Yong 1R. Speaker TM Paul TR. And me, myself, speaker, I think TR. The end of my report. May I return the control to General Orator, please?
Thank you very much. You are the kindest reporter. Thank you. We all appreciate it. Then come to better English. This evening, we shall learn a lot from Paul, please.
Okay, for the grammarian report, it's just an extension of what we were talking about before there. And I will share the screen here. And let me just pull out the document here for you. It's that I'm going to do a quick little exercise with Kun Chok Chai, okay? All right, let's do a quick exercise together. I'm going to say, and then you just repeat with me. Put down, Cub. All right. My mama told me. My mama told me.
My mama told me. My mama
Right?
told me.
My mama told me.
My mama told me.
Okay. My mother tried to tell me. My mother tried to tell me.
My mother tried to tell me.
Better. Okay. This one here is he asked her. He asked her. He asked her.
He asked her. He asked
We'll work
her.
on that one. This one's really hard. Okay. All right. My mother came from. My mother came from.
My mother came from. My mother came from.
Excellent. My mother comes from. My mother comes from.
My mother come from. My mother come from.
Excellent. All right. And then we have here, just for fun, this doesn't have to be you. Okay. This is just an exercise. If you,
If you,
if I,
if I,
if we,
if we, if they,
if they,
if they, if
Spider-Man
it's Spider-Man,
goes home,
if Spider-Man go home,
goes home,
go home,
goes.
Goes-
All right. We
goes
have here,
home.
if Spider-Man goes home,
goes home,
then I will be happy
then I will be happy
in a sense.
in my sense.
But hey,
But hey,
how about
how about
Spider-Man
Spider-Man
number 2?
number 2?
Keep it
Keep it,
within reason,
keep it with listen,
within reason.
within listen,
Okay, good. Right. Slow, cha-cha. Within
within
reason.
listen.
Perfect. Okay. All right. And in conclusion here, it's going to be a throwback to an old grammarian report, is that Trevor, as well as Kunchulak, as well as all the experienced speakers here, including Kun Pichai, pretty much hit all the 6 persuasive tactics of ancient, good public speaking skills. The metaphor, upama upamai, rhyming, balanced statements, 3 phrases in a row. Keep it within reason. Keep it, keep it. 3 breathless statements to draw in the attention. All of you guys do this, all right? Hyperbole is like exaggerating magmag. All right? And it's where all of you guys have integrated this into the skill and just recognize that it is good. And you guys know how to use this. When we know what it is, we know how to use it better, and then it starts improving. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Paul. Help us more often and we can learn more. Okay. And I think Chok Chai just listen to him and try to practice. Now it's time that you improve your English because your speech giving no complaint already. So make it a little bit by bit better English. Okay, and then it will come out superb. Okay, and I would like to thank everyone to help me having my works done. Without you, I will have nothing to do. So thank you very much. I return to the Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you, General Evaluator, Distinguished Toastmaster Chulak, for your valuable and a great feedback to all the speakers, audience in this meeting, and your teams as well. Thank you so much, everybody. We have to thank and give them a big round of applause. Today, I learned a lot from the speakers, from President, from Table Topic Master, from personal evaluators and evaluation team. What I have to learn is what is the next roles or duties you would like to perform in the next meeting so that you can be a better version of you yourself in public speaking. And today, my job has successfully completed. thanks to all. Without you, without me. Thank you so much. Back to you, President.
Yes, thank you very much. Before we close the meeting, I would like to give all of you to know some. No, I already prepared for the table topic session for 5 questions, but I thought it's too normal. I don't want to do it, so I want everyone to wake up to more active. So I give everyone to think the question. And one more thing, if anyone here want to give us any recommendation to make our meeting to be better, please tell us, because we want to make this place to produce something special in the future. So anyone want to come here, they will think this is memorable place and everyone want to come here. Yes, anyone want to say
Yes.
something?
Yeah, I was very interested tonight of a classic example of people coming in to the meeting and leaving. And what the issue I see is I'm concentrating it on new members at the moment. On a little project like that to help new members. But I can promise you that you have seconds to impress. That is going to be an issue. So if you get people coming into the meeting, I would say leave them alone. Now, this is not everyone will, I understand that. But I would say if you have new, like we had half a dozen join tonight that buzzed off, and if they don't want to show their video, they don't want to speak, don't try and push it. Just leave them alone and let them enjoy. And maybe when they build up the courage, they might switch on their video and want to join us. But you, as I say, really, when somebody joins a meeting, you haven't got very much time to impress, or they will be running away very quickly. So I think just leave them alone. It's a little bit like when you go bait fishing, you try to suck the worm out of the hole in the sand and it doesn't want to come out, does it, really? So it's a little bit like that. So I'm just saying, let's leave them alone. But every club still tries to do it. I mean, not this club, every club. And I'm thinking, let's just relax for a moment when we get people we don't know, show them what it's about, let them see for themselves. And we display everything we can. And then at the end of the meeting, put the questions to them at the end of the meeting. That would be even better, I think. But when they're new, no, leave them alone. Back to you.
Yes, Toastmaster Paul, would you like to say something?
Just in support of that, it's gonna be just put yourself in their shoes, you know. You're just jumping into a random meeting with like all these people that are pretty accomplished already, you know. And then it's like I would propose that we move the joke telling session to the first 10 minutes, you know, where like that would be that at 6:30 Thai time, we're already like starting with some jokes, you know, and like it doesn't matter who's late or not, you know. And then we close that out and then get into like all the formal stuff after that, you know. And like that's more natural to me because like if we were at a hotel, it would kind of be like that anyway, you know, in a good way anyway. But that's just my input there.
Yep, thank you very much. Ditem Chulak, would you like to say something, Krab?
Yeah, I think we just concentrate in doing our job, try our best to do our best to impress everyone. But for the guests, normally we shall not ask the guests because we scare them away. You know, people must be member and practice for some time before asking questions. So when we have someone who can speak English and we keep impromptu question, it's too fast, and that might scare them. So the best way is let them observe and let them show the wish that I want to speak now. Then let them do it. So as an observer, at the end, what would you like to say in joining us today? What do you learn from us? Then that's it. And in that question, everybody can answer because they have seen what impressed them. Okay. So don't ask them the question. Don't try to let them participate without their consent. I think that will bring people in and with happiness. Otherwise, we lost all the new face. They come for a while, we scare them, and then they run away and never come back.
Thank you very much. Your comment is valuable. And please, Aditim Pichai, would you like to say something, Krab?
Well, I'm a little bit business-like. That is, I think Toastmaster is more like investment. When you pay for the membership, you have got to be possessing self-responsibility. That is, you have got to come and speak. And you also must have self-discipline. That is, you have got to be in the meeting, if possible. And then you also must have self-development. Those are the things you must possess if you want to be a Toastmaster. Because you put the money in, you want to invest. Self-development is something like self-study. If you want to be a Toastmaster, then you have to go up and up until you become a DTM. That is probably self-study. Nobody is forcing you to do that. I always remind the people who come to Toastmaster by saying that you put the money in, attendance 80%, you make a profit. If your attendance is only 60%, you only break even. But if your attendance is lower than 60%, you are making a loss. So why invest in anything that you have got to make a loss? So I think Toastmaster is more like a self-responsibility. I hardly encourage very much, please come, please come. It's not necessary to do that. If you really want to do it, just do it. That's why I encourage CTM Chok Chai to be a DTM very soon. You will find that it is quite challenging. Don't look around, look at yourself first. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. CTM Chok Chai, would you like to say something?
Yes, thank you. We still have hope in our club, and I feel that our club will be stronger because we are the second oldest club. Now we have less new member. I talked with one new member, Thomas Golf. He don't come again, and he still not tell the reason, but he joined other club. I am finding the answer soon. However, I try to make the friendly atmosphere in our club. Yes, I think tonight everyone do well in this meeting, especially DTM Chulak. Wow, I like your evaluation tonight very much. Yeah, that's all. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
I'd
And
like
please,
to add
yes.
a little bit. I have been a Toastmaster for 39 years, maybe the longest one among all in Thailand, probably. And I feel that I still like to be in the Toastmaster because it is a good investment, not because of anything else, but it's a good investment. You always have a good chance to improve yourself. After graduation from the university or from the college, where are you going to study? If it is not Toastmaster, where else are you going to study? So I put a lot of attention to this. That is why I joined many clubs. I do not belong to the club such as like Lam Tong or Leaders Club, but I have been 100% with San Toastmaster Club. That's all. But I come here because I want to learn something from you too. That is why I'm here. And if I can help, I do it. That is my intention. Thank you.
Yes, thank you very much. And would you like to say something, DTM Chinarat?
Thank you, President. For me, in fact, we have done a great job and we have done well in the meeting. However, and I listened to the suggestions and comments from Competent Toastmaster Trevor and also from DTM Chulak and DTM Pichai as well for all new guests that maybe I am too pushy. I would like them to try to participate with us. But yeah, I know sometimes I'm too rush and people doesn't want to show face for the first time. Yeah, I have to learn from that.
No worry, have no worry. No worry.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much. And I determined to make this cup like a home, the special home to produce something special in the future. Yes. And now it's time to close the meeting. I would like to adjourn the meeting. Yes, yes. Yes, I want to say something. Yes, the Tempisha, yeah.
No, I simply just say thank you very much.
Okay, the meeting is adjourned. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you for the group photo.
Yeah, good. All right. 1, 2, 3. Okay. All right. One more time. Okay, here we go. 1, 2. Oh, I like it. So good. All right. 1, 2, 3. Okay, great. Thank you.